And the truth is, to become the higher version of yourself, you're going to have to bury the old you, the one that's stopping you and holding you up. That's why I'm wearing black, girl. We having a funeral. We having a funeral for the old version of myself and of yourself, right? If you haven't already, go ahead and download your Beyond the Vision board, link in bio. You know something good is about to happen when all hell breaks loose, right? So I gotta keep it real with y'all. That's basically what just happened. My first video, I was so excited to upload it. And girl, just only to upload it. And it had no volume. You couldn't hear me for almost 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, tragedy. I was so in my feelings and I had every right to be. But guess what? We're here now and it's only up from here. But one thing I did have to, well, a couple of things I did have to realize that with that video not uploading, I had to die to my people pleasing, for everything has to be perfect to be worthy, and just the thought and idea of people judging me. I had to die to that. I had to have a funeral for that part on that camera. I left the video up there because at the end of the day, this is a journey and you're going to see all the good and bad of this, because I want to come to you as my authentic self so we can grow and become the higher version of ourselves. So, again, this is your girl, Rika LaBrie, and welcome back to Becoming Her Journey, where we're going to be evolving, embodying, and becoming our her version of ourselves. And guess what? It's already in you, girl. Let's tap into her. So here's the thing. This is a journey. It's not going to be picture perfect. It's not going to be pretty either. And it's not something you can find on Pinterest and put on the board. It's going to be physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, all of that. And the truth is, to become the higher version of yourself, you're going to have to bury the old you, the one that's stopping you and holding you up. That's why I'm wearing black, girl. We having a funeral. We having a funeral for the old version of myself and of yourself, right? So, have you ever noticed you go on a journey, or you call road trips journeys, flights, you plan your flights, you plan your uh, just your travel overall. And we call those journeys, right? It's no different. That's the same thing we're doing, becoming our higher version ourselves. So you can expect sometimes some delays. You can expect some twists, some turns, even some breakdowns. But guess what? We're going to push through and we're going to keep going, because again, this is a journey. And because you're constantly evolving and um, you're entering new goals and you're meeting those goals. And guess what? Um, every what they say, different levels, different devils, baby, we're gonna get over all of that, okay? To continue to be the new version of ourselves. Okay, so let me break it down to you. Every version of you already exists. Imagine you had 6 different versions of yourself, or 6 different Brikas. There's a wife, there's an engineer, there's a world traveling entrepreneur, a single mom, a child free, soft living, one that's healing or from trauma and building a new version of themselves. The question is, which one are you showing up as today? Because remember, we already had our funeral for the old one that's holding us up. So we have to choose the new one that we would show up to as today. Notice, everybody won't glorify being a single mom. Of course not. Who wants that struggle? However, that is still a version of myself that I can still choose, unconsciously knowing. So again, we're going to be very intentional about what we align ourselves with, because I very well can align myself with that. And you can align yourself with something that you don't particularly want to be. So again, let's be intentional about that. And remember, we already had a funeral for that person. Now, again, I'm going to ask you this question one more time. Which version of you will you show up as today? Not next year, not next month, not when you get the money, not when you lose those 30 pounds, but today, sis. Today. Okay? Who are you choosing? You got to choose, because at the end of the day, your life depends on it. Like for real. All right, so now let's get down to the real reason why we're here, why you clicked on this video. And let's talk about these limiting beliefs, because we all have them. You, me, the world, we all have them. How we grew up, how we handle life, it's all a part of these limiting beliefs. Because them little sneaky things will and can sneak up on you. Like they'll have you playing yourself, doubting yourself, and calling it realistic. Nah, boo boo. That's just fear dressed up like it's logic. Okay? So I know we have heard so many different limiting beliefs. Some of them you probably didn't believe, like those are limiting beliefs. They're limiting beliefs. They are. So let me tell you a couple that you're probably familiar with. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up. Why not? Why not get your hopes up? Why not have this high vibration of yourself floating around this earth so you can attract high vibrational stuff? Because if you saying that is basically lowering your vibrations, lowering your energy, and attracting low income stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Now this next one, baby, I think everybody did this one, and it might, step on some toes or whatever, because I think everybody believe this one down to the T, and it is drum roll. I'm just saving for a rainy day. Or I gotta save for a rainy day, or you gotta have 6 months, whatever of your expenses saved for a rainy day. Pause. Let me tell you a story. I know of someone that saves for a rainy day. This is something that they actually say. They save for a rainy day. And guess what? They have rainy day after rainy day after rainy day after rainy day. They always have to use those funds that they save for a rainy day. It's never a given time that they don't. And guess what? After the first rainy day, they're like, okay, that was good. I'm gonna save even more for the next rainy day. And guess what? That rainy day comes hell. And it just keeps forming. Like, okay, I had a little hell in that rainy day. Now I'm gonna save even more. It's like you're preparing for disasters. We got to stop that. And not saying you shouldn't save, but we got to have a different perspective on the reason why we're saving. We're saving for overflow. We're saving for abundance. We're saving for whatever the case may be. We can dive more into that later on in the video. But that's just one of the ones that just rings me. And it's actually true. I kid you not, this person actually saves for a rainy day that she or he always have. Guaranteed. Okay, number 3. I just need enough to get by. That ain't your portion. That is not your portion. We are not manifesting struggle again. We're calling it overflow, and we're calling it ease. We're calling it freedom. Okay? You don't need just enough to get by. You have more than enough to get by. More than enough. It comes with ease. It comes with freedom. You don't need just enough to get by. That's a limiting belief. I mean, it's so many, because it's just based on how we were raised and things like that. And granted, when you get on different levels, there will be different limiting beliefs, and we have to combat those. Okay. Number 4, I want to lose weight so I don't be sick. Have you ever heard somebody say something like that, or you said that yourself and you became sick? Don't it just beat you up? That's a limiting belief. You basically, when we say limiting beliefs, basically we're saying it's something that we believe that's limiting us. So with I want to lose weight, that's a good thing. And so I won't be sick. Eh, that's also a good thing. However, it's like almost God, the universe hears. I want to gain weight and lose and be sick. It's like that. It's almost like they hear that. Although God might hear that, we have to flip it and we have to say, I feel strong, I'm energized, I'm healthy, I'm balanced. Speak love, not lack. Okay? All right, number 5. I need love so I don't be alone. Oh, I don't want to be alone. Somebody come save me. No, we ain't out here begging for nobody to be with us. Because, baby, if you out here begging, you're going to attract something that's need a home. And I'm talking about a homeless man. Not saying he's technically homeless, but I'm saying, like, he just want to mooch. You know what I'm saying? You if you're desperate, you're gonna get desperate. You're gonna get men that or people that mistreat you, right? So instead, we are attracting love because we are love. We are attracting love because we are love. Okay? Do you see the pattern in the little phases or the phrases that we say that can limit our life, our daily stride of life? At the end of the day, these limiting phrases or these little phrases can either lift you up or keep you stuck. So it's up to you again. You have to be in alignment with yourself to become the higher version of yourself. So you can either take these phrases or these limiting beliefs that you have identified, flip it, reverse it, and help it lift you up versus being stuck. Okay, now with all that being said, I know you're thinking like, how in the world can I stop sabotaging myself? How in the world can I overcome these limiting beliefs? Okay, I'm going to give you 4 steps that you can do to help overcome those limiting beliefs. Also, in the Beyond the Board Vision Board Planner, those steps are in there along with some other things to to help you overcome some of those limiting beliefs. All right. So here's the thing. Number one, of course, like I said before, you have to recognize it. You have to recognize, where did this belief come from? Was it something I said? Was it something my mama said? Was it from a past relationship? Was it school, culture, whatever it is? You have to recognize where this belief come from. Okay. I am not good with money. Where did it come from? It came from hearing the saying over and over, money don't grow on trees, or um, you have to struggle to be successful, or you ain't got no McDonald's money, or you need a couple of jobs to make good money, blah, blah, blah. Whatever that belief is, tackle it, get it. Or, if you're speaking on love, I'm going to be lonely for the rest of my life. Or nobody loves me because my mama didn't love me. My daddy didn't love me. My daddy walked out. At the end of the day, for real, these are all abandonment issues or attachment. So I'm gonna just challenge you, pause. I'm gonna challenge you to go on the internet. I'm gonna try to drop a link in here for you to go on the internet and take this quiz or this test to figure out what your attachment style is if you don't already know. This will also help you combat some of these limiting beliefs as well. Again, this is about work, baby. We're working. Okay. So that's number one. Recognize the root. Recognize where it comes from, recognize what it is, and all the above. So number two, I already kind of said it, was call it out. Call it out. Say what it is out loud so you don't have to say that anymore. Call that thing out. You hear me? Call it out. Call it for what it is. All right. I gave you an example of that. Do that. Number three, reframe it. Flip it and reverse it. Ain't that what Miss Celia said? Flip it and reverse it. Turn that thing into good. I'm bad with money. I am financially stable. Money comes to me easily. I am a good stewardess over money. God trusts me with wealth and abundance because I am a good stewardess and I have abundance in my heart, or something like that. Whatever it is, you have to sit with it and think about it. I'm just going off the dome of my head, okay? Or like, okay, I know we done said this. I'm broke unintentionally. I ain't got no money. Like, I hate when people say that. No, baby, we are fruitful. We have plenty of money, but again, money flows to me easily, effortlessly, and it supports my purpose. Okay. Number 4, repeat and rewire. Your brain is a sponge. So create new mantras, daily journals, whatever you have to do, put on your phone, whatever it is. And of course, use Beyond the Vision Board Planner, and do whatever it takes to keep repeating the new belief until it's just basically your new thought process, your default setting for life or for that belief, because it's no longer limiting. All right. So again, we're going to find the root of it. We're going to call it out. We're going to reframe it, rewrite it, and basically give it an affirmation. And number 4, we're going to repeat and repeat and reframe, repeat and reframe. That's kind of a tongue tie for me. Anyway, we're going to repeat it over and over until we get it. Because guess what? Sometimes those limiting beliefs going to come up again because it's just natural at the end of the day. Most of these things we just say unconsciously. Okay, let me reiterate. You're not in this journey alone. We're not doing this alone. I'm building a whole movement of women where we're not playing it small. And this is the Becoming Her community. We're going to cry. We're going to heal. We're going to glow up. So if you felt this, go ahead and drop in the comments. below and tell me what are some of your limiting beliefs that you're giving up. And if you haven't already, grab your Beyond the Board planner, digital planner. The link is below. And let's continue to glow. You feel me? Let's show up as our higher version of ourselves. Let's keep shifting. Let's keep becoming. Because again, she's already in you and she's already in me. And we're just calling her forward. And I'll see you guys next week. Sound on. His spirit is lifted. Thank you, God.